What's up, guys? It's NBA Live Mobile Master bringing you another video. And as you probably already know by now, the topic of today's video is the NBA MVP. Now, in my opinion, the NBA MVP is the most prestigious award in sports, period. No other sport really covers the MVP of a season as much as the NBA does, if that makes any sense. This year has probably been one of the best races of ever, probably. But something's got me concerned. Although the MVP is the most prestigious award, sometimes it isn't always chosen correctly. And that's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried will happen this year. The race has basically come down to three players: Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, and James Harden. You can basically count LeBron out because I don't feel he is capable of winning it with the seasons Westbrook and Harden have put together. So who deserves it? I think most people will agree with me. It's James Harden. And if you don't, maybe you will after this video. There are two ultimate goals for every player who enters the league. One, to win a championship, and two, to be an MVP. Although 99% of players will never see the day they'll win the award, every player dreams of having the honor to be named the MVP of the season. But like I said earlier, the MVP isn't always chosen correctly. For example, when Karl Malone won the MVP, it was because the fans got behind him. They ignored the fact that Michael Jordan just had a monster season and clearly deserved it. And Kobe Bryant, I can't remember if it was Steve Nash's first or second MVP, but I remember Kobe Bryant had a monster season and Steve Nash was still handed the award. So this year worries me because that has a good chance of happening with Russell Westbrook, the triple-double king. He's closing in on an MVP I feel he doesn't deserve. Now, I'm about to get some comments down below for saying this, but in my opinion, Russell Westbrook is overrated. Now, I'm not in any way saying Westbrook is a bad player. Westbrook is a phenomenal player. And any other season, I wouldn't argue with him being the MVP. But James Harden has exceeded everyone's expectations this season. He's put together a monster season of his own that, in my opinion, deserves the MVP. Now, I know what everyone's going to say. The man is averaging a triple-double for the season and has broke the triple-doubles and has broke the record for most triple-doubles in a season. But many people ignore the fact that James Harden has 22 triple-doubles himself. And he's 2 rebounds away from averaging a triple-double. Not to mention he has one of the best triple-doubles of all time with the first triple-double of 50 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 15 or more rebounds. And Harden, like I said, Harden is 2 rebounds away from averaging a triple-double himself, despite the Rockets not helping him get rebounds. Now, if you watch a Thunder game, you will see Steven Adams and Enes Kanter boxing opponents so Westbrook can get his rebounds. 7.8 of Westbrook's rebounds are uncontested. That means he only works for 2.2 of his rebounds a night. So basically what everyone is saying is 2 rebounds determines who the MVP is, right? That's the problem. People are acting like triple-doubles are the new big thing. They've been around for years, so I'm still kind of trying to figure out why people are so hype about them now. Before the season started, the Thunder were projected to finish ahead of the Rockets, but James Harden has carried the Rockets to 8 games ahead of the Thunder, along with the third best record in the NBA, ahead of the defending champions, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And although Harden is only averaging 1 basket less a game, he has missed 255 less shots. And keep in mind, Westbrook plays 5 less minutes, along with more assists. James Harden also has a higher win share percentage with 2.5%, and he is the first player to ever score 2,000 points in a season and generate 2,000 plus points in a season. Something else that bothers me about Westbrook being the MVP is his shooting percentage. Now, luckily for Russ, he has several games where he shoots great, so it boosts his shooting percentage. Like, he had his triple-double with perfect shooting. He's currently at 42% from the field, and Harden sits at 44%. And like I said, Westbrook has several games of the very high percentages, which is basically saving his points per game stat. And in game two against the Rockets, he missed 14 field goals in just the fourth quarter. It's ridiculous. Now, I know what quite a few people are saying. Harden leads the league in turnovers, but didn't Steve Nash and Jason Kidd do the same thing? Harden is transformed into a terror to defend. At first, he and his coach were skeptical about moving him to point guard. But now I think they know they made the right choice, because they didn't just form an all-star. They made the man an MVP. Going in the season, I expected LeBron to show up and win his 5th MVP. But Harden has changed my entire perspective. After watching Harden play this season, there is no doubt in my mind that he should be the MVP of the league. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing much more videos like this. So be sure to subscribe if you want the latest updates. Turn notifications on, that way you know when I get a video up. And once again, thank you for watching. Stay cool and keep balling.